Explain what 1317 in high society is.
You know, you'll be the first person to ever get this on tape too. And like,
do we divulge it yet?
I think we give it to DJ Smallz.
Let's give it to DJ Smallz. 1317 is Therese. Therese's, that was the unit number to her apartment. And last year, she used to let us set up our microphone in her living room and record there. And so it used to be like, because I was working in Gwinnett, and I would get off work and I would overdraft and put gas in my car and call Mac and be like, yo, Mac, where you at? He was like, I'm at 1317. Like, or we'd be like Club 1317, and, you know, the Mafia Lounge. Like, we were just playing around with it, but the sound was formed there pretty much.
Yeah.
And so it's just like.
And that's kind of like, you know, like where everybody, it was like the gathering spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had like some problems like getting to school, you know what I'm saying? And Therese went to Georgia State as well, and I did, you know what I'm saying, started out. But, you know, our like schedules happened to like coincide. It wasn't the same class, but it was the same times. So like she really kind of held me down, you know, and that was kind of like the spot where everybody would come to, like, you know, whether it was to smoke gas or was really to have like real constructive, like, you know, meetings, you know what I'm saying, about shit. So that apartment is where we got the shit popping in 1317 just became an apartment and then moved to like a movement, so it don't matter like where we at.
Yeah.
Whatever the zip code is there is X'd out because that zip code is 1317 now. We're in LA.
Exactly.
Your zip code is 1317 now because that's what we came to do.
And the movement really kind of got life when, you know, because Therese had the job at Nike first. And then
Right.
she hooked Mac up with the job at Nike. I tried to get the job at the Nike in Gwinnett. I couldn't get the job. But I remember, like, I was able to go to Goodwill and buy a Nike T-shirt for $2. And, you know, who knows? It's Nike, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the great part about it. It was like, hey, I'm broke as fuck, but I can do this. I can throw some checks on, you know what I'm saying? The shoes might not be popular Nikes. They might be the Nike what-you-call-its, but the check is there, you know what I'm saying? And that meant something to me. I was able to be a part of something. And I feel like for those that follow us and fuck with our music and fuck with our movement, like, you know what I'm saying, you pull up to them shows and, like, you know what I'm saying, you might not have a lot, but you can go to Goodwill and get that Nike T-shirt and, you know, you down, you know? Like, it means something.
Now, how did you two meet? Like, how did this become a collective?
He was like a huge fan of mine, and he like one day he was like he made like the fan club for Quentin Miller, and so he reached out, and I was like, you know what, this dude he's kind of cool, like
That's fucking bullshit. Really what happened was this nigga Quentin Miller, right, was like on my MySpace page. Like, I'm talking about like way back when, right? When I was throwing out real crazy verses and doing ciphers, right? It was like, damn, Coolest Mac, I would love to get in the studio with you and goddamn like battle it out. And I'm like,
that's
bro,
bullshit.
you don't want
Bullshit. All right,
none
look,
of
all
that.
right. Long story short, to sum it up, there's a producer that we both knew and still know, and at the time he was working with that particular producer. I was not working with him, but we were in the same studios, and I met him during that situation, and I was like, yo, I fuck with your shit. I was like, yo, come to one of my sessions one time. He came to one of my sessions one time. We did a song. And I was like, yo, like, because I had like a situation. I was signed in a terrible deal, but I was signed and they had me staying in this apartment in Vinings. And I was like, yo, you want to come to the crib? And I had an extra room. I was like, bro, you want to just crash in the room? So pretty much, long story short, for like 6 months straight, we were just like smoking gas and recording every day. Like, we just click, like, just off top. Like, smoking gas and recording in a multi-million-dollar studio.
like fruit snacks,
like Jack Daniels provided snacks and fruits.
Niggas didn't know what they had, bro. Like, those were the good old days, nigga. They slowly coming back, but boy, to be a nigga still working like a real job, and I could come here and get treated like a nigga with $1 million deal. Run that shit.
That was happening.
So that was a beautiful thing, kind of linking up.
Yeah. I think that's where the bond was built.
Yeah.
Now you both definitely have a bond together. But let me ask you this. What's one thing about each other that is like your biggest pet peeve?
I don't really know.
What's one thing that bugs you about the other person? If anything.
The one thing that bugs me about Quentin is that he don't like vegetables. Like, Quentin, bro, we would go into a nice restaurant and Quentin will order chicken fingers and fries. And I'd be like, bro, you don't want no asparagus?
I'll get a Caesar salad.
You don't want nothing
I would
green
get a
in it?
Caesar salad.
Yeah, but, bro, like, that's now. You're doing better now, but we talking about, like, bro, before your intervention, we would go to places and it would be like hamburgers and tater tots. Like, hey, you want to throw some goddamn some mushrooms or something on that burger? Like, no. So yeah, it's not like a pet peeve. Like, I hate when Miller doesn't eat vegetables, but it's like, yo, bro, come on, bro, I would love for you to eat a vegetable.
I don't know.
His biggest pet peeve for me is when I got there, me kicking his ass in fucking PGA 15.
Ah, shut the fuck up.
That's
man.
your pet peeve.
Anyway, dog. I can't even say nothing because he has been kicking my ass in PGA. Fuck!
For sure.
I don't know. I can't really say I have a pet peeve. I don't have a particular thing that's like, oh man, Mac, let's get to my nerves. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I look better than him. I rap better than him.
Yeah, I mean, that's just pretty much the way it is.
I get more hoes.
That's his pet peeve.
All right. I flex harder.
Yeah. Oh my God, turn over here. I'm fucking with this mic. It is like, I'm like, this shit
Hope I'm not fucking it up.
Terrible. Like, some parts gonna be like, I'm like, oh shit, I thought this was my fucking.
Hello.